Oh, it looks like we're ready. Yay. I think we're ready. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Mm-mm-mm. All righto. Yay. And the sound is good. It is very good. Okay, I know it is early, but for me it's late. Um, I was about to stream on TikTok, so you're gonna be here with me, and we're gonna see how this goes, y'all. Last time I did this, it was 3.5 hours long. I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna try to go for an hour. Um, One, I'm trying to hit some TikTok numbers. They want us to go live for an hour. And then two, we're going to be talking about these beautiful cards and we're going to play with them. We're going to play with some other cards too. So let's see what comes up. Alrighty. Now, if you are a person who wants to get your own readings, those are available. They are available. They are available. They are available. And that would be at leanintothespirit.com and / link up with me. So let's see. Let's hit live for TikTok. If you have questions, please put your questions inside of the chat. Again, I am working with a new system, so hopefully I can see your questions. I don't know how OneStream works. We're going to learn together. Mm-hmm. We are going to be learning together, y'all. We really are. But that's okay. We can do that. We can learn together. Okay. So, all right, here we go. Let's go live. Good morning, y'all. All right. So, what is happening today is we're going to play with our new deck of cards here. And our new deck of cards is called. I would put things in the box. Oh, our new deck of cards is called Faces of Oshun. Faces of Oshun. Good and try to get a little bit more energetic. Like I said, it's 7:30 in the morning. I haven't been to sleep yet, but we're gonna try this. One, I actually heard another reader um, say that she's actually more accurate when she's sleepy. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if that's the deal. Am I more accurate when I'm sleepy? We are definitely gonna try. And like I said, we're gonna be playing with this new deck of cards. Our Oracle cards, Faces of Oshun. I'm actually really excited about these. I have used them before, so we are going to be. Thank you so much. We are going to be playing with these. Let's see. I'm not very familiar with all these buttons yet. Okay, y'all ready? So I actually ended up pulling a. Hello, hi. How are y'all? Good morning. Where are y'all coming in from? But I actually ended up pulling a what do you call this? A card to see if I should go live. And the card was basically yes. All right, so we're gonna be doing that again. These are the Faces of Oshun cards. That is really gross. You really shouldn't be doing that. You really should not be stealing people's face. Like that's really gross. But anyway, let's get going. Hey, y'all. If you do have questions, please put it in the chat. Okay? I really don't like that. Um, you keep spamming my chat. I'm going to use your spamming for right now so that other people can come in here. How about that? But it's really gross that you have stolen my profile picture. That's real gross and childish and suspect. Are you on the list? You might be on the list. Oh, well, my connection. Okay, here's there are a couple of things I do not read on, simply because those are other energies. Right now, Yanzari, I'm gonna let you spam for a little bit because it's gonna help me get people, and then you are going to be blocked. So y'all just have a little bit of patience right now. Yanzari is doing the work. He, he, she, whatever it is putting my face out there, I guess. Um, and then I'm going to block them, and then I'm going to report them later for stealing my likeness. But that's okay. Go ahead. Keep me active. All right. So there are some questions I will not read on, and those questions are going to be love and medical stuff, right? So I'm not going to be doing love because people have their own free will and their own energies. So I won't be doing that. I can do yeses or nos. I just do readings. I'll pull a card and then we'll go that route. So if that helps, we'll do that. All right. So if you do have a question, go ahead and put it inside. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not going to be reading on love, but let me tell you this because I did just get this for you. If you're asking that question, the answer is yes. I will say that. If you are asking if it's finally over, that question, that answer is yes. And it should be yes. Because if you're in that space, that's really interesting. I really appreciate all these spamming comments. You guys are going to be blocked in just a second. All right, let's keep it going. Will Andrew and I get back together when he picks me up from the airport? I'm not answering that. I'm sorry. Yes, Frank. Go ahead and put your question inside of the chat, and then we will do that. So, y'all, we are playing with our new cards here. And these are the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards. They're brand new. Like they came out, they were published in March of 2025. Nope, you can't come up. Sorry. I definitely won't be doing that. The only people I bring up will be for mediumship readings, and that's if so. Career. Absolutely. Stevie, we're going to ask that question. Thank you guys for doing the work. So now I'm going to have to block you. Okay. All right. So it should make this a little quicker and easier, but that's one. All right. And where's the other one? Where did you go? Thank you, Yanzari, for all your attention. Now you can go. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Yanzari and the other person is blocked. Okay, so let's pull it back out here. So as you guys are coming in, let me make sure that we make this clear. I do not do relationship pulls, okay? Again, everybody has their own individual energy, free will, and whatnot. So I'm not going to go into no relationships here. So Stevie Renee is asking, what do I see in your career? Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I am practicing not processing what I see and just telling you what I see. So Stevie says, what do you see in my career? Are you talking immediate or long term? Because I'm getting happiness. And I know that's such a weird answer, but I'm getting happiness, like a little bit more than contentment. It's like loving, I guess joy is the real word, but it's like loving to wake up and do this, but it's not feeling immediate. It's not feeling immediate. Hold on. Okay. Thank you guys for all your help with getting some engagement, but now you can go. Poor people. Alrighty. So both are either. And then Jamie about nursing. Alrighty. Okay, so let me write that. Stevie, then Jamie. Okay. We're going to work on those two for now, guys, because I can't be scrolling the messages right now, and I don't want to miss anybody. So, okay, awesome. They are now filtering for spamming content, so I can now pay attention to you guys. All right. Like I said, I did get happiness. I know that's long term, but I'm trying to feel into it if it is right now. Okay. And that doesn't seem like that answers this question. All right. So we are using the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards to help us out here. I will go back through the comments in just a bit. I'm currently answering a question for Stevie. Now, Stevie, the card I got out of here, I'm trying to feel for it, so I want to get some help here, is the Oshun of Divine Wrath. So, like I said, that doesn't actually feel like happiness, obviously. So, hold on. Yeah, guys, I don't do relationships, okay? Oshun of Divine Wrath. All right, help me out here. What is that telling me? What do we see for Stevie's career? Oh, okay. So we got the Oshun of Voice Chakra. All right. Now that's interesting. We're going to go over those in a second. I need to clarify that. Can you give me some clarity? Now, mind you, these are Oracle cards, so I'm going to maybe go to the tarots. I am doing live questions, yes. Okay. What are you telling me? What's the story here? I don't do that many. Nope. Alrighty. I got something kind of artsy for you. That's why I'm really trying to feel into it, because sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to make everybody into an artist. But I got something like artsy for you. Something about dresses. So that's why I'm like, what? Okay. But like I said, I'm going to try not to. Oh, you are an artist. Okay. Because I'm like, I got something artsy, but it's something about dresses. Hold on. Oh, and an author. Okay, good. Then you'll love this, because look at that card, girl. You see that pen in her hand? You see all that art splash around her? So, okay. That's why I'm like, I don't want to let people join at this moment. No, I would only do that if I have a message coming through from a loved one or something. But I'm trying to get with Stevie right now. Yeah, I saw dresses. What is that about? All right, can y'all hold comments, please? I'm trying to talk to Stevie. I want to make sure we're having a conversation here. Oh, Chris, thank you so much for the engagement. But you may feel free to leave if you'd like. Let's see. Is there any other message here? Okay. Third eye. Okay, I feel like that. I think we're done. Hold on. Are we done? Okay, yes. All right, so again, we are using the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards. There we go. Faces of Oshun Oracle cards, y'all. All right, so Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate the engagement, but you gotta go now, honey. Who's joining, Chris? Okay, I don't do relationships. So let's talk about what we're getting here. So it looks like we have a past, present, future type of thing here going on. So past, I'm seeing that there was some kind of issue. It feels like this could be one of the ways that you created. All right, so this is the ocean of divine wrath, and this says anger, resentment, and vengeance. All right. It feels like this used to be the fuel that you used to use to create. That is so creepy. Yes, please block, join, and honey from my lives. This feels like the fuel you used to use to create. Like you used to create from this negative space, this driven space. Maybe it was like to prove people wrong, or just maybe it was the way that you channeled things. Because fire is such a beautiful thing, right? So fire is like, it is so, so, so beautiful. This is so annoying. So fire is like, fire is beautiful, but it's also has the ability to be all consuming, right? And so you see like they wield this sword of fire. So in this case, I'm looking at it as the sort of creativity of like where you used to create from and what you used to try to like, I'm gonna use the word like stab your way into the world, like to try to rip open your space. I was here, damn it, hear me, listen to me. Um, and it feels like, oh wow, I never do it this early. I can't believe there's so many trolls out this early. So it just feels like you are like, this was like your way to like make your mark. This was your way to say I was here. This was your way to have a like a path or a method of channeling your feelings, of like letting, kind of like of letting your voice be heard, but at the same time it felt kind of voiceless. I'm not sure if this is making sense to you. Oh, okay, it is. All right. And so like it feels like voicelessness. It feels like I'm trying to make my mark. I'm trying to put my stamp here. I'm here. You can't ignore me. And so like the art felt, I guess, real, like tangible, like evidence of your presence, of the fact that you are here. So, and that worked for a bit, right? I think it really helped you through a certain time, but now you're to be in a different space. Jesus. Um, I'm gonna have to get a mod because this is crazy. All right, so it feels like that you need to be getting into a different space because, as I said, the second card that you got here was the chakra card, right? So, but it's the voice chakra, and that's like where I get that from, like this, because you see, like her mouth is like open and it's like trying to scream, it's trying to be heard, it's trying to make its mark, it's trying to, like I say, listen to me, see me, hear me. I feel like saying damn it after it because there's just so much anger to it, so much fuel to it. It feels like, gosh, I don't, okay. I'm trying not to process, but I just like received that this was like a parent thing too. This is upbringing, childhood. Um, you started to find a way as a teen, like just a little bit, like in this method of creation. Okay. Hmm. But this feels like it was like, I don't know. It was like borderline neglect, but it feels more like emotional neglect. Does that make sense to you? Is that resonating with you? Okay. Because now, like I said, it looks like now you're finding your voice. Like I said, this feels like past, present, future. So now you're finding your voice. Now you are, what's the word here? Uh, they're throwing me off. I can't stand it. This is crazy. At night, I'm good. Yes, that's that's exactly what you're saying. Is that you're finding it without anger, right? So if you see that, there's look at all that joy in her. Like it's like she's filling herself up with joy, and the more joy that she feels, the more aligned she feels with herself, and in finding her voice and in hearing her own voice, the more she gets to create. And again, it's from a space of um, it's almost divine and inspired, right? So that's what it feels like. It feels like it's like really not fueled by trying to be heard, but now it's like I can't contain this. There's just so much here that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to create enough, to write fast enough, to really like pull this all together. Like, oh my gosh, now I don't even have enough time because there's just so much creativity. Like when you opened your voice, because notice they're both doing it, but one is with like rage and the other is like singing, like joy, like welcoming. Um, and so like when you're like raging out in anger, you rip your throat, you cause more damage to yourself. But when you are like feeling the embodiment of creativity and inspiration and um oh gosh, it's divineness. Like literally creativity is divine. Like it just is. But here's oh, and I'm glad you said that because that's what I was saying, is here's what's kind of like in the way of your present. Because if you notice, this is in reverse. Now, this is a very powerful card here. This is Oshun's third eye. And as we know, hey you, as we know, the third eye, that's another like chakra. So that's another thing for you to be opening up. And like you just said, like all this creativity that's pouring into you is overwhelming. Well, guess what? When you open your third eye, now you actually get to funnel that creativity. Now you get to have some discernment. Now you get to um, really prioritize what's a now thing and what's a later thing, because that's a good problem to have. Too many things to create, too many things to write, too many things to do. That's a really good problem to have. But now it's a matter of sifting and shifting into priority. It's still going to be peace. Let's turn this card the correct way. It's still going to be peace, right? She's looking up to the stars. There's still a peaceful look in her face. And so it's really for you to get in touch with your own intuition, to get really in tune with, um, because creating worlds and just creating stories. And I feel like music and art, like visual art, is also very much a part of it. Like I said, I saw dresses. Um, it's almost like some visual art of the dresses too, right? Which is like super crazy. Because I just like literally saw words splashed on dresses as they walked like a runway type of thing. Um, so I'm trying really hard not to process and throw my own interpretations necessarily on it, but it feels like, I guess, debut is the word that it feels like. It feels like this is going to be um, really a way of you to own your space. So now you're in the space of creation, but at some point you're going to be presenting. You're going to like really show up as you. And I feel like really easily, because you'll be in the flow, you'll be in alignment, you'll be easily attracting your audience to you. You'll be easily building a community of people who vibe with your voice, right? So now it's not going to be a matter of please hear me, because you don't need to beg for that, because your job now is to actually be listening, and that's listening to your own intuition, listening to the directions of where you're going to go. But again, like I also get this feeling of priority, like prioritizing these creations. And it doesn't necessarily mean see one all the way through to the end. It's see one all the way through in that moment, right? And then you can shift to another one and then shift back to this one, because it keeps you from being bored, but it also keeps the projects fresh, you know. So one of the things that you need to be leaning on more is your own intuition, is your own vision. I will say a really good exercise for you to do to be able to answer your own question of where is your career. Because, like I said, the first word I got intuitively was that you had happiness as part of your career. Um, but in order to get there, you need to envision it. So, in and I will tell you, in the immediate future, so maybe this weekend, really get a good sense of a vision of where you want to go. But your vision needs to be building not just by what I want, but also in listening. You're going to need to listen to your intuition. You're going to need to listen, not just for the stories, but also your own story. Like, what's the next chapter of your life? Yes, but also, how do I want this book to end? And that doesn't mean your life, because you have volumes, right? You have different places that you're going to be, and you're going to change, and you're going to change, and you're going to change, and each one of those is going to be a different book, right? So, essentially like a series, right? And so, how do you want this particular book to end? How do you want this era that you're in? Envision that. Envision where you want to be. Envision what you want to do. Envision where you want your books to go. Envision where you want your other arts to go. Envision all of that, so that not only do you have something you're working towards and you're very clear on that, but also, I'm going to say this in a weird way, but this is how I received it. So you can also put your order in with the universe, right? Because you're going to be hearing from them, and you're going to go, okay, yes, that. Let's do that next, right? So this is where your career is going, babe. It's going in a place and space where you're going to be happy with your life, um, but it's going to require some active work from you. So I hope that answered your question. Let me know, Stevie, if it did. These were good cards, girl. And I love these cards, by the way. So the cards that I'm using, for those of you on TikTok, you can drop down. For those of you on YouTube, I will be putting the link inside the description later. But you see this Faces of Oshun. I'm telling you, these are some beautiful cards. Good, 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 good. I'm glad to know that that helped you. Your future looks good. I was feeling goosebumps like your entire reading. So your future looks really, really good. That's why I'm like, okay, don't process it, just say it. Do you know what the dresses thing is about? Though, like I said, I see it more as debuting. You know, like walking the runway, like putting your, okay, like oh my gosh, like make a production out of it. When you launch, make a production out of it. Um, Even if you've put books out already, your next one, the one in which you are fully in tune to your intuition and creativity, I want you to make a production out of it. I want you to basically put it on a runway. Um, yes. And like put other art with it too, you know, like be really, really honed in, dialed into the art of your world, of your life. But that's really beautiful. That the dresses thing I got. Okay, that's what the other part of it is this dresses thing I got was also fashion week on runway. I guess that happens in New York. So there's something about you in New York, um, about the debut. Hopefully, hopefully that'll make sense in a couple of years, if not next year. Next year, maybe next year. It feels like a production. It feels like a debut. So really do it big. Celebrate yourself is another part to that, is what it is. Like celebrate yourself, be looked at, live in your own confidence and your own presence. Like really own the work, but also own your fight that you did to be in the space that you're in. And like you are the main character of your own story. You better act like it. All right. I think Jamie, are you still here? Good, good, good. I'm so happy you like that. Um, are we saying this in earnest? It is not a tarot reading. It is an oracle reading. All right. So Jamie, what was your question, baby? Hello. Thank you guys for the follows, the likes, the shares. I really, really appreciate it. I hope I got all the creepy people because that was throwing my energy off. Good Lord. I did not like that one bit. Um, all right. I do not do relationships. Okay. I do not do relationships. I will tell you that even if he does, you are the work. You gotta do your own work, babe. Okay. Will I find a nursing job soon? Okay. See if I can answer this question um, with the oracle cards. But I will tell you. Okay, let me ask this question before I tell you what I got. Because I read your question to say soon. Define soon. What's definition of soon for you? Thank you for following, for sharing, for liking, for gifting, for 7 of the gifts towards my goal. I appreciate it. Okay, a few months. All right, Jamie. Will Jamie find a nursing job soon? Because I will tell you my initial answer was no. Okay. I guess I have a follow-up question. Like I'm getting these questions to ask you. And they are you looking in the right space? Right space, right place. Have you looked at another state? Is what I'm getting to ask you. But let's go ahead. Hey, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's see what the cards have to say. Will Jamie get a nursing job? No, I don't like that. Don't tell me that. You know how like when you're on a when you're like at elementary school and stuff, and so I just heard like yes, no, maybe so. And I'm on my ADHD medicine, so I know that's not just me doing a word association thing. Let me see. Oh, Jamie. I don't know. I'm trying to do these cards long enough because they are in the shopping cart, y'all. But these are oracle cards, so they're not tarot cards. But I love these cards. They are so, so, so beautiful. Like, hold on. Look at this one. Bro, do you see that? Do you see the amazingness? Look at that. Throat chakra lit up, surrender, everything. And this is called the Oshun of soft power. But I just saw that myself. So I'm not saying that was the card that jumped out. Well, Jamie. Okay, so let's just put it this way. You're not being very clear. So help me out. What do we need to do in order for Jamie to get a nursing job soon? It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, like, look at the back. It's these honeybees. Because Oshun is apparently like the goddess of honey or something. Oops. They are so beautiful. And they're very sturdy. And they're kind of big because I have, believe it or not, small hands. Okay. Let's see. If y'all got questions, feel free to put them in. Okay. I think that's why I'm feeling no to the soon part. That's why I was asking you to define the soon. Okay, this did jump out. What does that mean, though? Okay, I'm going to show you what came out. And that right there is the Oshun of correspondence. I don't do relationship reads, y'all. So I'm sure there's somebody who will. Okay, so y'all see how beautiful she is? Oh, so this just jumped out for you, but I want to be clearer for a second. Okay, Jamie. Will Jamie find a job of nursing soon? I'm still very strongly getting, and I got goosebumps behind this, is like, look in a different state. Look in a different state. Look in a different state. Don't anchor yourself to where you are, okay? It is gorgeous, and it came for you. I see like so much peace here. And you know, correspondence means like letters and communication and emails, and there's a two-way street of talking. It also says listening and conflict resolution. So conflict resolution doesn't jump out for me. So I don't think that's it. It's definitely the communication and listening. Communication and listening. I feel like, okay. So we got this right here. Oshun of Tears as part of the story. Let's see what this means. Okay. Because we have this beautiful peace, and then we have this grief. Why are we grieving? Okay, we got some healing to go through. And we're not talking about just nursing healing. So there's some healing here to go through. So this is the Oshun of cleansing rain. Oshun's cleansing rain. All right, I need you to bring this all together for me. What are we saying? Don't do that. Not too many cards. What are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? Will things get better for you? Claudia, I'll see if you're the next person, but if you are, we'll work on that. If not, I got to scroll back up and see if there's anybody else. We had a lot of spam bots for a second, so it was Claudia and then Jules. Jules, I don't know if your question was above Claudia, so I'm gonna check real quick, and then we'll deal with that. By the way, guys, don't forget I do have a goal at the top there. I would love to reach it. As I'm figuring this thing out. Okay, I need you to bring it all together for me. What is this saying? What is this saying? So that we could answer this question for Jamie. Jamie wants to know if she's going to get a job soon in nursing, a nursing job soon. I'm just really hearing this. Thank you so much. You guys got me 50% of the way to my goal. I really appreciate it. Okay, awesome, Jules. Okay, so I'll check to make sure it was Claudia, and then we'll get there. Alrighty, thank you guys so much. Let's see. Bring it together for me, or is this together for me? No. Okay, you're gonna bring it together. All right. Okay. I was going to say, let me start reading, but did something fall? No, I caught it. So I'm not going to count that because I caught too many. I caught 4, and we're not doing full readings. Full readings, y'all know where to find that information. Let's see. Let me make sure I put something up before they ding me, because they love to ding me. Me and TikTok, we be having issues. Okay. I don't see that. So maybe I did. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Hi, Christina. Let's see. Do they? Gosh. All right. So let's start this reading, and then we'll see if this other card wants to come out afterwards. Because like I said, I keep getting that. See, I got goosebumps again as I'm getting ready to tell you this. I keep getting that you need to be looking in a different state. You need to be looking in a different state. New York, New Jersey. Yes, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, somewhere up there. New York, New Jersey, New York, New Jersey. Okay, let's just start it. So again, y'all, we are using the Faces of Oshun. Faces of Oshun. I got upside down here. Faces of Oshun. Oh wow, what, Jamie? Faces of Oshun. Y'all see these cards? They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. All right, so let's tell the story that we got here. You asked, will you get a nursing job? And so the first card that came out, again, was this Oshun of Correspondence card, right? And so the Oshun of Correspondence, again, the keywords here are communication, listening, and conflict resolution. 30. The number 30 here just like jumped out to me. Y'all see it's the 30th card here. The number 30. I have my background up for my other people. The number 30 just jumped out. And I'm trying to, why did 30 jump out? I don't do relationship, y'all, so please go find somebody who does actually. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean don't wait for me to get to you. I don't do relationships. Okay. Okay, so one thing that I'm getting for you is one, to live in this present moment, and then 2, to take advantage of what you have. And that is, okay, I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, because I'm like, what am I talking about? But you need to be also taking advantage of what you have. So what that means is you are currently in school. You have professors who have been there, done that. You also have this career center. And so you have resources at your hands that you have resources in your hands that you can use to help you along your thing, your search. So that's one. You have, like I said, communication. So this is like talk to who you have available. You do have resources for you. So it's not just a matter of putting out resumes, it's talking to people who know people who know people. So in one respect, that's what you need to be doing, is communicating what you're looking for, right? The other part of it is to be present. Be present where you are right now. So be present on this journey that you're in. Like really immerse yourself in your networks, in your studies, in your friendships. Like the honey is all over her. And so that means like the attraction will be to her. She's not going to have to do the attraction. You know, she's not going to have to go out and, really seek that. It's more about you, um, fostering what you have in your hands already. Because y'all see that? Like she has, oop, hold on. She has a whole honeycomb like right by her, a whole honeycomb right by her. She's covered in honey and she's finding like relationships. Like this feels like relationships. So the friendships, the classmates, the faculty you have, the people who are in place who are supposed to be helping you find employment. This looks good on them when people graduate and go straight into a job because it's good for their numbers too. So you need to be utilizing your resources that you already have in your hand, right? And so when you do that, when you foster these relationships, you build these relationships, you stay present where you are today, and you just enjoy the moment, like not stressing. Y'all, you don't see no stress on her face. Like, do not stress about the job. Be more in tuned with your own network, your own beehive, the thing that you're already within. Additionally, this water is like talking to me too. And whenever I see water, that's going to be your own spirituality, your own intuition, your own prayers, your own, like, however you communicate with, I kind of want to say ancestors for you. Um, because it really does feel like you have a spirit team. It feels like yes, you have a spirit team because I'm seeing this woman, and she feels like she's in the medicinal arts too, but not actually as a school, like a formal school study. She feels more ancestor and as the person people came to, like a medicine woman or just a healer that people came to. I'm seeing like long brown hair, really straight. Okay, so you have a spirit team. You have this one woman who comes up very strongly, very, very strongly. So that's giving support, right? That's giving, I'm in your corner. Um, so, oh, geez, I'm getting so many goosebumps right now. Like, y'all, can y'all see these things? Look how they're standing up, bro. So you definitely have this spirit team, but she's very prominent and present. And so, like, really getting also communications with your intuition, with your ancestors, because she feels ancestral. Medicine feels like it's passed down your lineage, right? So, be in your beehive, be in your network, okay? Be in your network. Okay, good. Okay, good. Um, you have a really good network. You have a very strong network. Cover yourself in that, right? Actually, I think you're already covered, to be perfectly honest. You just need to be living in the present, in the peace, and see where your worker bees are, right? See where these people are. And this is such a good card. Oh my gosh. And oh, this part that just popped out. So I don't know if you can see it, but in the coconut husk, or whatever it's called, is a reflection of her, but not exactly her. I think that's your ancestor. Okay. So, yeah, it's exactly that. Okay. So use what's in your hand. So that's the one part to it. This is interesting. Really interesting. I'm telling y'all, I love these cards. These cards are so freaking beautiful. These are the Faces of Oshun Oracle cards. I don't know if I have a cart. I might not, but if you go on my page and my showcase, you will definitely see it. Okay, but this is the other thing. Is this was the second card that came up here. And this feels more like, this feels like what's going to happen. This feels more like what's going to happen if you don't, right? It feels like if you don't utilize, like, you're already in a good place. So if you stress, if you don't listen, if you um, okay, this also feels like a reason of why you got into medicine as well. Um, okay, so the ocean tears again is about grief, loss, and heartbreak. Okay. Yeah, this also feels like why you got into medicine. But one of the things that, okay, be careful also of the choices that look too good. Because what you'll do is you'll put yourself in a place that isn't, these are so opposite, that isn't sunny and golden and lovely, and will instead be cold, where you have somebody over your back watching you. Like, this feels like if you don't listen, and I really, really strongly still think, not even think, but receive, that you need to be looking at a state. Um, but so you got a buzzard on your back that's watching, and you're feeling yourself drowning in water, but this water is this water isn't this water. Like, this is just so different. This is like spiritual water, and then this is like life, right? Because life is not the best here. Like, yeah, you can see yourself basically drowning. Okay, there we go. And you're seeing yourself drown, and it's like submerging you to the point where um, you feel like you have no opportunities. This is what waits, right? This is what waits if you don't listen, if you don't live in the glory. I don't know. Yes, really. And like, what's around you, if you don't live in that, like, this is where you're going. You're going to have a manager that's over your shoulders, a nursing supervisor. You're going to be miserable. Um, okay. So I got this message too. It's like, you see that she's crying, but she's not adding to the water because she's not crying those tears. She's not, she's not doing like clear blue, whatever, water tears. She's still doing the golden tears. So that means that you'll still have your value, you'll still have your worth, but you'll feel like you're trapped. You'll feel like you're watched. You feel like you just will be miserable. But even if you go through that, you're going to be in a space of healing. And so what I want you to know is this, is you will get here regardless. If you listen, you'll get here quicker. If you don't, you'll get here after a journey in which you'll have to find your value again. Okay? This is going to happen, and you don't want it to happen. So I want you to really tap in to your network, your people network, and your spirit team network, especially that ancestor that's looking over you, because she will lead you. Okay. But when you do, this is where you're going to end up. So your career is going to be great. You are going to end up in the medical field. I actually got that it will be temporary, because you'll find even a greater purpose later. So this is I guess a training ground for you on this particular industry is going to be a training ground for you, but it's not where you're going to stop. You're going to keep going. And you will move into a different sector where you are fully yourself, where you fully stand up and yeah, and really like emerge as yourself, as the valuable queen that you are, as the person who creates more abundance for people, um, not just through the healing art of nursing, but in whatever your next step is. Um, so this says emotional release, healing, renewal. This is going to be tied to your journey, regardless of whatever you take. If you do the one where you're not listening, you're still going to have a journey. Um, Even if you do the one where you are dealing with your network and living in your network, listen, I'll tell you, you better learn how to listen, man. Even when you do that, though, it's still going to be a journey. And so you already have stories, you already have lessons, you already have strategies, you already have all that stuff. You're going to be able to put it all together. So the entire journey is going to make sense. And you're going to stand on that, you're going to walk in that, and you're going to strut in that, and it's going to be even more valuable. And you're going to be in creation, and you're going to be deeply enriched by your own spiritual self, because water is spiritual. But if you notice, there's just like so much abundance. But there's a lot of healing that's going to have to take place in the first place from your previous journey to your next journey. So, regardless of what, you're going to be doing this. You're going to be going through it, regardless of what. But there's one that comes with regret and losing yourself, and then there's one that comes with strength and finding yourself. I hope that makes sense for you. Was there a fourth card? I feel like there was one more. Okay, it does. Excellent, girl. I feel you. Like needing the quick route. Like, listen, I'm 46 years old, but one thing that I learned is you got to find the themes in your life. If you find the themes in your life, you're going to find the cycle in your life. And if you find the cycle in your life, you're going to find where you need to break it. And if you want to listen and behave, and not even behave, but listen and be bold, you can break it. You can break it. Oh, Jesus. No way. I'm not doing a whole reading. Not happening. Nope. Listen, I do readings for 90 minutes. I'm not doing that. Okay. Let's make sure we have all of them. Okay. No, I don't feel it anymore. I don't feel a fourth one for you. I feel like that was it. Just the message that you do have your ancestor looking over you. She is watching out for you. This healing arts is just part of your lineage. And that's not past life. That is definitely ancestor. It feels father's side, but I feel like you don't know your father's side. It feels far, but not that part. But that said, she's looking over you. She's definitely looking over you. Yeah, there's no fourth message. Oh, I lied. Oh, girl. Lord Jesus. Okay. This deals with that father energy, I guess, or something along that lines, because this is Oshun of boundaries, right? So Oshun of boundaries. If y'all see her, Lord, this feels oh shoot. I gotta make sure that's not a booby, okay? Hey. So this is Oshun of boundaries. You see the words there, cord cutting, energetic, balance, and liberation. Yeah, this feels like the full journey. This feels like the journey. This feels like the journey that you've been on. A journey of learning boundaries. A journey of learning boundaries. But this is also going to require you to do the cord cutting. You got to cut those ties. You got to cut those ties. That's why you got to get out of state. I feel like where you are is part of the story. You gotta cut those ties. You understand the mission. Got it. Because you listen, that's a battle right there, bro. She has been through a battle. I'm talking storms, thorns, all of it. It's a battle. So this is your theme. Remember, I was talking about themes. This is what's coming up. Boundaries, 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 and cut them cords. Cut those cords. That's a powerful reading. I'm telling y'all, these Faces of Oshun cards, that was, oh Lord. Okay, one last one. So, I hate these things. I hate reptiles. So I really don't want to look at it that much. But in this card, you have Oshun of envy, jealousy, doubt, and inadequacy. Jealousy, doubt, and inadequacy. Okay. This feels like a message for you to stop that. The inadequacy part like really jumps out. But there's some jealousy and envy there because I'm hearing like, how come I couldn't have like friends like that, parents like that? Like I'm getting, this isn't a bad card as far as like jealousy and envy, but it's one of those comparison cards. Like you've got to stop comparing yourself. Like stop it. Stop it because it's going to tie you up. It's going to bound you up. It's going to attack you eventually. So stop it. You've got to understand that you are more than adequate. You already saw the other cards that represent you. This one you can't let keep you stuck and keep you bound. So do not compare your path or your journey to anyone else. Do not compare your upbringing to anyone else. Do not compare your grades. Don't compare shit. Okay? Don't compare anything to anyone else. You're not inadequate. And this jealousy, no. Mm-mm. You don't need that. So if you see people coming out of college with a job already, that's not your ministry. Okay? Yours is coming, but you need to be listening. Okay? Do not, oh yes, I'm getting goosebumps again. Do not compare yourself to, listen, stop. Last one. Stop. Okay, no more. This is it. Because I got another person. So this is Oshun of Locked Gates. Oh, yes, child. This is that baby stuff. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. This that childhood stuff. This is that childhood stuff. It says Oshun of Locked Gates. There is freedom, breaking barriers, and unleashing potential. So you're putting up boundaries, your cutting of the cords and of the ties, that's to help free her, but also the key to what you want and where you're going is with your younger self. Think about any dreams that you buried. Think about um, what you kept from other people, how you shut yourself down, how you smiled when you didn't actually mean it. Think about all that that was done out of protection and understand that she's ready for all that to be released. She is absolutely ready for all of it to be released. So you're doing what you're doing for you, but also for her, for your younger her, for your younger you. You're making these beautiful moves. Beautiful. Cause she's ready, bro. She's so ready. I love that you have put up a childhood picture of yourself. Because she is. And you see, like she's not, sometimes we erect these walls as protection and they really become prisons. And so she's like, we're free, so keep doing that. Keep telling yourself that keep telling your younger self that she is protected and loved, but also go play with her too. This is don't stress. Don't invite that. Don't invite the negativity, the sludge, the envy. Don't invite this stuff into your life. Go have more fun. Really release her. Like, what's something you liked to do when you were younger or you wanted to do and nobody did it? Do more of that. Take yourself out to a movie, go see what you want. Eat cotton candy before you go to bed. Whatever it is, go play with her. Don't just tell her she's protected. And like, let her feel heard so she can merge back with you. Alrighty, cool beans. I hope that was good for you. Perfect. I'm glad. Please do so, because that was the last message. And she feels like a younger version of that older lady too. So I don't know. I think we were on Claudia. Thank you guys for the heart me. I appreciate that. Claudia and then Jules. Claudia, are you here, babe? Aw, poor Lily. Thank you for the engagement, though. Aw, Minsu, thank you for the engagement, though. You guys are so amazing to help boost a small creator. I'm going to help you find the door, though. Aw, thank you, 222. 222. And you know what's really great about that? Those are my angel numbers. Thank you for engaging. Okay, who else needed to see the door? Hi, Ariana. I think I did Lily. Did I miss Lily? I did miss Lily. No, I didn't. All right, Lily's done. What about Minsu? Did I get her? Okay. So who else needs the door? Hi. Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself because I don't know if I saw it or if I missed it. But Claudia, are you here? If you're not here, we'll move on to Jules. Thank you guys for following me. I appreciate it. I actually have a spiritual page that I'm trying to get up to the 1,000 so I can do my readings over there. Hello, Ruth Ann. I'm not sure about Kevin. If Kevin's a love interest, I'm not going to do that. I don't do love interest and relationship stuff over here. Okay, I don't see Claudia. Jules, are you here? If you're here, please type yes. Did I hit my hour? I said I was going to do an hour. Okay, I'm looking to see if I have any more questions that I might have missed. I don't know if DXO is still here, but yes, I am doing like something very small. Oh no, I don't know who I sent an invitation to. Please don't accept it. Please do not accept it. I will just kick you back off. If I sent an invitation to you, please cancel that invitation. Yeah, I'm just seeing a bunch of relationship questions. I remember being young like that. But y'all need to use your your energy better. Focus on you, not somebody else, please. Okay. All right. So, hi, Bad Bee Mimi. I am basically going with what I feel. That's what's happening. All right, so I don't see Jules, and I do not see Claudia. Man, you guys just keep coming. I mean, thank you for the engagement, but geez, you're blocked, B. Who else got to go? All right, Bad B. I think you're the next question then. Oh wait, there's Des. Des, you wanted a card pull? Okay. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I got these troll people again. Yeah, I don't know. They see an amazing black woman and they just hop on with all this troll stuff. All right, let's block you. Black party. Okay. So, Ruth Ann, if you were talking about Kevin, Kevin is a relationship. I don't do relationships. Um, all right, what we got? Okay, so Bad B and Des. So Des, you're first. Is this guy really who he says he is? That's a tricky question. Ariana. Ariana, are you before Des? I think I remember your name, honey. Ariana, are you before Des? I didn't write it down. I tried to be organized. Hold on. Are you before Des? I think you're before Des. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are. So, put your question. Put your question. So, Ariana, put your question. Um, Des, are you still here? And then Bad B Mini. If you guys are, please hang out and I will get to you. Des and then Bad B Mini. All right, cool. So I'm going to do Ariana first because she was up first. A general one from Spirit, Des and then Bad B Mini. And I think we'll end there because I think we'll hit our hour at that point. Okay. So really quickly, I don't know if I have the shopping cart thing on here. I'm supposed to, but if I don't, oh my God, that's beautiful. Woo! I am reading from, I keep doing that, The Faces of Oshun Oracle, brand new cards by Abiola Abrams. I've been looking for black cards and these are just so gorgeous as you guys can see. So if you're interested, you can get into the shopping cart if I have one. If I do not have one, they are in my showcase. For the other people on the other platform, I will update the description with where to go. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to give this to you, but I feel like I am supposed to. Am I supposed to give this to you? I just heard no. Okay. So hold on. They are incredibly vibrant. Like, look at that one. What? Oshun of the ancestors. Like, oh my God. All right. So, what message do we have for Ariana? Ooh, what message do we have? Okay, that's a weird message. I'm just going to say it because I don't know what it means yet. Okay. But I'm just going to say it. Hold on. But before I get distracted, we're going to do block party. Oh, man. Where do you guys come from? Is there a key word that I'm using that I need to not use again? I'm trying. I think I got 2 people. Okay. Hello, Sarah. Yeah. I think I got those 2 people. So hopefully they're gone. Good morning, Bianca. They really are. They really are so immature. Okay. But, you know, I was about to lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say all engagement is good engagement, but obviously it's not because I don't think people understand how, I don't want to say scary, but just how brave it takes to do a live. Hi y'all, I do not do relationship reads, but I'm sure there's somebody on here who does those, but I don't do relationship reads. Oh my gosh, I appreciate all the gifts and the love and the likes and the shares. Like, this is awesome. Okay. Also, just so you know, I do have a goal up there. I would love to meet it. It'll be the first time I did it, so this will be awesome. What is this read going to be about? Heck if I know. We're going to try and find out what comes up. All right, so we're trying to find a message for Ariana. Thank you guys for following. Oh, Ariana. All right, so we're going to start here or are we going to build on here? Hold on. You saw how that card just fell out for you, girl. That card. Am I saying your name right, by the way? I want to make sure I said it correctly. It just like hop. So, okay, perfect. Let's see. Is there another one? Is there another one? Tell me. And it's funny. Okay, so what I had heard, and I don't know why I heard it, but I'm just gonna say it. I heard, oh gosh, what did I hear? I heard tie the shoes, or I heard don't tie the shoes. What did I hear? It was a male voice, and I feel like grandpa energy. Tie the shoes. Tie the shoes. Don't tie the shoes. Tie the shoes. Okay, we're going to start with this, and then we'll see if there's another one. Tie the shoes. I don't know what tie the shoe come from. We're going to see if that comes into a later reference, because sometimes it does that. I just hear something immediately. Let me make sure I'm keeping attention to the people who are only in the room. I only want to hear from anyone in the room who could resonate with what I'm hearing. Please do not just give me random stuff. I don't want to hear it. Nothing random. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's start here. So the card that popped out for you is, it's a beautiful card. I'm going to show it to you right side up so that you can see how beautiful it actually is. You keep hopping. Like, do you see the face on this woman? Do you see the face on this woman? Look. Hold on. Do you see the face? Look at this girl. I'm trying to make sure my camera's picking it up right. Do you see the face on her? That is self-love. That is self-knowledge. That is being a baddie. That is knowing your value, knowing your worth. That is amazingness. But guess what, girl? This how you got her. This how she fell out for you. So what's your message? Well, let's look at these words here. Hey, y'all, I don't do relationship readings, okay? Oh, thanks for joining my fan club or whatever that is. All right, this is Oshun of Perpetual Beauty, baby. Oshun of Perpetual Beauty. So you see that? She is so, I'm going to use the word sensual because it's not the smexy. I'm going to use sensual. Thank you so much for the gifts. So she is sensual. So sensual is being comfortable in your body, being comfortable in your own skin, is like knowing where you fit because you create the space. You understand? She's not trying to make room and be in here with other people. She is in her own element. She is collecting what she likes. She's doing what she likes. She's getting what she loves. And she's looking at you like, I dare you. I dare you to try to stop me from living the life that I want to live. So guess what, baby girl? That's where you need to get to. Because this is a card of inner beauty, self-love, and transformation. So where we're not at is we're not fully embodying. I want to say the self-love, but it's not even that. It is the being comfortable in your own skin. This is what you need to be working on, is being comfortable in your own skin, loving what you see in the mirror, and loving how you feel in your own body. That's the message. And it's a really important message. Let me know if it's resonating with you, by the way. I keep getting the memory of the grandfather. I don't know if your grandfather helped you learn how to tie your shoes or something. I don't know. But this is what I'm getting for you, Ariana, is you've got to become more comfortable in your own skin. It's not just about the self-love. It is about fully embodying your own sensuality. It is about fully carving out your own space. But I also feel like you're getting ready to level up. So you're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're getting ready to level up in love. Okay, hold on. Do I count that? Okay. I gotta know. No, I don't count that. Okay. Yeah. Um. Hi, Daisy. Deja. Deja. Is it Deja? Hi. Uh. Hold on. Help me out here. What else? How can we build on this message? Um. No, do not remind me later. Okay. Good morning, Ashley. Okay, Ariana Des, Bad B, Minnie. I think Deja, I'll put you on, but I may have had a name before yours, so I have to check. What else? Help me out. What is the other message here? Have you done? Okay, this is weird. Have you done boudoir pictures yet? Okay, I'm gonna ask. Have you done boudoir pictures yet? And I'm talking to you, Ariana. No one else. Um, what's the other message? Okay. Ariana, have you tried that yet? Have you experienced the boudoir pictures? Help me out. What else here? Okay. That's what's gonna happen. Not the boudoir pictures, the up leveling, because I'm gonna show you the card that just came out. There's an up level that's getting ready to happen. Ooh, and I'm getting the goosebumps all the way into my scalp. Okay. I don't take that. Anything? Okay. 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 I was like, why am I seeing those? That's why I'm asking the question. So, what is it about that though? Because to take boudoir pictures, you have to be all the way in your skin. Okay. This is weird. All right. So let me show you the cards while I listen for the story. I don't know if I can take this. Do I take this? No. Yes. Okay. All right. If that was meant to be, it'll come out again. This is how I shuffle so that I make sure I get my reverses. All right. So, all right. Let me stop for a second. So this was the second card that came out. And I don't do relationships, by the way, y'all. So I'm sure there's a reader on here who does. So this is the card that came out. This is the second card that came out. And this card here is Oshun of Miracles. So Oshun of Miracles says divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, and hope. And this is why I'm seeing a level up for you, because this feels like, I'm going to say full enlightenment, but it feels more like, because it goes with this card. This card also came out. So this card, though, came out in the shadow aspect of it. And this is the Oshun of Manifestation Birth, and this is the one I actually got that said read these cards. So I'm going to get back to that in a second. So if you see the Oshun of Miracles here, first of all, this is another card in the 40s. Because your first card is 40. This is another card in the 40s. All right. This feels like leveling up is happening. And I'm talking trips. Because I just saw a plane. But not just trips, but the way you trip, the way you travel. There's a level up in that too. Just her job, career, job. I don't know. Those are not the same words. Okay. Okay, so that is what this is signifying. So with the word transformation here, the word transformation here is it's not yet. Like I feel like you're in transition and the in between, right? And you're getting ready to level up because your level up is going to be ridiculous. By that I mean like it just will not make sense to anyone looking out. Like, oh my God, how did she get blessed so much? It's like favor or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to put that there. Oh my God, we got 10,000 likes. Thanks, guys. So the level up here, like, it's just gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be things where it's like, I feel like because you didn't earn it, like you didn't have to be somebody for it. Like you didn't have to tap dance to get it. These miracles, they already exist because they've already been part of your plan. They're already part of your existence. They're actually already in your hand. Again, here is a butterfly, and a butterfly is known for transformation and metamorphosis. So it really feels like you're about to hit that stride of your life where the level up is going to be so real. And I think you do need to photograph this moment because I just saw again pictures and cameras again because this moment is just, he says it's about to get ridiculous. Well, I see a stage. Okay. So I see you speaking on a stage. Hold on. I just see you speaking on a stage, and it feels like, I don't know if this is a women's conference, but it actually feels more, I want to say more work related. By work related, I mean like a tech conference or something. It feels more of like an industry related type of conference, not just singularly a women's conference. Does that resonate with you at all? Do you speak? Because I'm seeing you on a stage speaking before people, and you are an actual speaker. You're not just up there to receive an award or anything. Like you're speaking. Um, Again, it feels like the transformation of that is coming if you're not already doing that. Like you're literally about to level up. That could be where the travel was to go out of state or out of country to speak because it feels next level. It feels next level. Um, because there's this part too, and I don't know if you're not doing this yet. So your third card here is your third card is the Oshun of Manifestation Birth. So I'm going to show it to you here. And then, so Oshun of Manifestation Birth, this card here has manifestation, intention, and abundance. You're really like hitting your golden era. I just feel like the level up is just going to be ridiculous. Like it just feels ridiculous. Like, how did I get here? And so I want you to remember this part because, again, this is in a shadow thing, is that it says manifestation, intention, and abundance. Manifestation, intention, and abundance. So what I want you to know here is what you speak is what's going to happen. So if you can think of the most ridiculous thing, like when I say ridiculous, you're just like, I probably won't get this, like that kind of thing. Like, I probably won't get this, but I see myself doing a TEDx in London. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to think big, ridiculous, because what will happen after that still will blow your mind, like even more. So it feels like, thank you so much, Deja. It feels like you haven't actually went with a ridiculous dream. It feels like you haven't put that in yet. Like, I really, really, really want you to understand that what you speak happens. When your intentions are good, it happens. When your intentions are bad, it happens. You are very powerful in your speech, in your tongue. Do you speak? Ariana, do you speak? Thank y'all so much for the follows, the shares, the loves, the likes, the gifts. Oh my God. Did we hit our goal? What? We hit our goal. You got to be kidding me. Thank y'all. Oh my gosh. That's a huge thank you. Wow. Okay. I don't know where all the sounds are. Otherwise, I would do all the weird sounds. Okay, hold on. I got to put a new goal. I wanted to do let's do what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And we're going to do that at that. Anyway, let me get back to this. Do you speak? Let me see. I don't. I write though. Okay. I read my chart, and communication is a big deal in my chart. Okay. So, what you waiting on? Again, like, I get speaking big time around you, and I feel like goosebumps again. I'm feeling like the message that you have, but also that you're going to birth, right? Because you're not there yet. But I feel like the message you have, the one that you're going to birth, I feel like it's a framework. It feels proprietary to you. It's not just, don't give up, guys. Life gets better. It's not just that. It's like literally yours, your message, your brand. I feel international. See, it feels big. It feels, oh my gosh, it feels so big. That's why I'm saying, like, there's a next level for you. And I saw Mike. So, like, start getting on a mic. I don't know if it's like reading your writing or just saying your thoughts, like what is on your head, in your mind, on your head, on your whatever, in your head. I feel like you need to be using your voice more. Writing is great because I'm a writer. So writing is like amazing. It's great, but no shade to people in America, but we have a 5th grade reading comprehension level here. So I feel like if you mix the two, like say if you went on Substack for your writing, but you also did videos, and then you use the videos to go deeper into your writing, like, whatever, like utilize your powers. You have 2 very strong powers. And one of them is going to be your voice. It's definitely your thoughts. It's definitely that, because again, the way she showed up is like, again, I dare you. I dare you to say something like, this is how I live life. And then you have this other person here who has the power, and it's in our hands. So yes, writing, but it's also the power of this transformation, this up level that she's getting ready to do, but it's in her voice. and then it's like something yet unbirthed. So I feel like this is part of the next level for you, is going to be hitting stages, is going to be using the voice to, I won't just say give life to your writing, but it's also to give life to like your readers, like to really build your community, really build your audience. So that's what I have for you, is to get prepared. Get prepared for your next level. It's like really coming, and it's coming fast. Um, just like giving birth is 9 months. It might feel like a long time while you're in it, but you blink and it's birth, you know. So that's what I got for you, and I don't feel another message for you, as other than the tying shoes part. I don't know where the tying shoes comes in. Um, I just don't know. All right. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and being patient and all that jazz. I really appreciate that. I don't know what it was about. It felt like grandfather energy. I just have no idea. I don't know if that's for you. Okay. It's not. It's here for somebody else. Um, so, yeah, what I just got here was Oshun of shame and regret, guilt, remorse, and self loathing. Who's that for? All right. That was for me. Thank you. Okay. So, next person is Des. Des, are you here? Des? Is it like Desiree or something? Thank you, Bad B. All right, Des, what's your full first name? Ah, thank you. I really hope it resonated. Okay, it is Desiree. Perfect. All right. So, Desiree, what's your question, babe? And while thank you, I appreciate you too. I appreciate your patience, your hanging out, your engagement, your question. Hey, y'all, I don't do relationships unless we're just talking about you. Let's see. Trying to see if I missed anybody. Mm-hmm. If there's anyone on my other platforms, feel free to ask a question. Um, okay, so there was Ariana, and then, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Deja. I didn't write you down, girl. Are you still here, Deja? If you are, I'll make sure I put you before Desiree. I mean, no, I was writing your name, Deja, and then I wrote Desiree's name instead. So I'll have you, and then we're gonna close there because it is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't been to bed yet. Hmm. So yeah, guys, I don't do relationship reads at all. People have their own energy. Oh, you know what, Ariana, you put it and it tied. I just got goosebumps when you said it. Um, about maybe it's because you said get ready. That's exactly what it is. Because it was like lacing up. So it was like tie your shoes. Oh my God, that was it. Girl, thank you. I don't know why I did not click. All right. Des said general read. Okay. General. All right. So let's see what pops up for you, babies. Okay. And Deja, I'm writing your name down. Hold on. Deja. Okay. So we have Des, Bad B, and then Deja. Bad B, what's your first name? Yeah. That makes so much sense. Like it just like, and then goosebumps. I was like, yeah, tie your shoes. Tie your shoes. Perfect. Miriam. Oh my God, I had one of my favorite coworkers was named Miriam. Oh, okay. All right, awesome. Okay. What message do we have for Desiree? I have full goosebumps for you, Desiree. Full goosebumps. Full goosebumps. Like my hair. I know y'all can't see, but my hair just like tingled. So, what message do we have for Desiree here? What message do we have for Desiree? That feels like a get ready. Hold on. What message do we have for Desiree? Oh, girl, you made me lose my camera. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Are y'all still here in YT land and FB land? Hello? There we go. Yeah, I don't do relationships and I definitely don't do messy ones. Sorry, baby. All right, so, oh, Des. This is this is quite the card. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Good morning, Desi. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Boo. Look at this card. Oshun of Resurrection. If that don't look like Mystique and Gold, do you see that? Do you see that? This card is fire. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting some stories here. Shuna Resurrection. So the key words on this one is rebirth, transformation, and renewal. But I'm also getting ascension also. I'm also getting coming out of the darkness. Coming out of the darkness. All right, we need more story here. Give me a little bit more story. What are we talking about? Coming out of the darkness. Do you resonate with that at all, Desi? I mean, Desiree. Coming out of the darkness. Oh, okay. And rising above. Rising above. Rising above. Rising above your haters. Rising above. Oh. I really do get that feeling too. It's like, you can't stop my shine. Oh no. It's some little Florida song. Hello, Cinnamon. You can't stop my shine. Rising above the haters. Rising above. Coming out of the darkness. Ooh, okay. Ooh, child. Oh, wow. That's all right. Girl, what you got going on? What do you have going on? Let me show you the second card right quick before we get into all of this. Look, child, look. Do you see that? She is really, really popping. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure they can see this too. Do you see that card? Do you see that? Okay. So this card is Oshun the Seductress. Sensuality, attraction, feminine power. Okay. What we got going on here? What's this story? Resurrection, seductress. What is the story? What is the story? Tell me the story. Tell me the story. For those of you who are asking for a reading, I'm going to be on later this evening. After I get some sleep. I gotta get some sleep. I haven't been to sleep. Like I said earlier, going on live. Oh, okay. Going on live is I won't say it's scary. It just takes such bravery. And so I sat here for a few hours and didn't go live. And then I went live at like 6 o'clock. No, actually I went live at 7 o'clock. I should have been asleep. Okay. I don't know if we're going to get to that question. Like I said, I'll be on again. So this card just popped out, which is interesting. This card here is Oshun Floods. And this card deals with spite, malice, and revenge. And I heard when I saw the card, they're lucky I don't want revenge. I don't know, child. I don't know. That's what I just heard. So hold on. Let me try to get this. Hey, Chanel. I don't know if I'm going to get to there. I think we're going to do a cutoff at Deja. But I will be back on later tonight. Um, I don't know if y'all will be, but I'm going to get on at midnight tonight. Okay. All right, Desiree. You felt that, right? Okay. I heard, like, yeah, they're lucky I don't want revenge. Because it came in the reverse. So they are lucky you don't want revenge because she looked like she would cut it. Let me make sure y'all saw the card correctly. Do you see what this card looked like? Do you see what's in the hand? Do you see that face? Yeah. So since she came in reverse, what she told me is, y'all lucky I don't want revenge. Ooh, she is. Ooh, that was fire. Literally. Like there's like a fire moon behind her. All right. So tell me then, what's the end? Put a point on it so we can tell this story. Is this a relationship? This feels relationship, child. Are you saying yes to relationship? This feels like a relationship. What you just came out of? Okay. That's what it is. This is, They're lucky they don't want revenge. Okay. All right, so we got that. It's a relationship. So let's put a point on it. What's the point? Or are we reading first and then we're getting the point? So for you, when I got ready to get started, and I was like, am I just repeating myself? And I don't feel like I am. I'm getting goosebumps now as I'm thinking about it again. So I'm going to go ahead and just say it. Hey, prettiest princess. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Is my goal full? Did y'all fill my goal again? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. That's one. Perfect. I don't do relationships. The prettiest princess. Thank you so much, though. It just so happens that Des energy is okay. Let's finish this. I got shame and regret here. I'm not feeling like it's yours though. Self-destruction. The heck was this relationship about? What was this about? What in the world? Okay. I'm getting don't go back, whatever that is. Do not go back because that will be self-destruction. But hold on, I need you to put a point on this. Wait, what are you saying? Because it started off so good. Okay. Breakthrough card. All right. Perfect. Okay. Good. Is that it? That's it. I don't know what kind of relationship this was, but good thing it's over. Okay. So I don't do relationship readings, by the way, y'all. For those of you who are watching and asking questions about relationships, I don't do those. I don't do relationship readings. People have their own energy, their own free will, and all that stuff. So there's no point in me reading on that energy for you when it can change. But this, your ancestors, that's how I'm going to say it. Your ancestors said, hell to the no. Like they said, hell to the no. Because you've done too much work. You've done too much work. You're doing too much work. Hell to the no. There is no more going back. There is no more, because what's going to happen here? No, I'm not feeling twin flame energy. I'm feeling vampire energy. What would happen here? Mm-mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, your ancestors are talking. They said, "Hail to the nah." Hail to the nah. This vampire energy. This is, I'm going to say divine. No, I'm going to say supernatural. That was an obstacle, a roadblock that was supposed to take you off your game. And it did. But you coming back, right? You're coming back. You rising above all this stuff. You rising above it all, right? No more making this person your world. None of that. Um, so you're rising above it. And I don't feel, I'm not getting butterfly wings from this, even though it's transformation. I'm getting dragonfly wings. And dragonflies are as amazing, if not more, than butterflies. Because, a quick lesson, y'all, because this is going to tie in, especially with the get ready. And that's why I asked if it was relationship, because when I heard get ready, I saw a different person. So I was like, is this get ready for a new relationship? But like, I don't know, right? So anyway, um, but with dragonflies, they, this ain't for you to look. Don't be looking, Miss Desiree. Do not look, because I saw him looking at you. So do not look. Like, the energy on it was, it was kind of hunter energy, right? It was kind of like, and it's interesting because I feel like I don't see this on here, but I'm gonna show you. So, but it was like, I'm not gonna growl, but I kind of had a little, yeah, you know, that mind, like the intelligent caveman type of thing, like suit, hand in pocket, like, yeah, okay. I don't even know if you like men. I'm just saying the vibe of it was kind of primitive, but like smexy. You know what I'm saying? And it was right, because you need somebody who's going to make you feel like a woman. And that's definitely that kind of energy, okay? Um, okay. So I'm glad, you know. But anyway, so dragonflies, they hunt in the water when they are larvae, and they hunt mosquitoes. And the work they do in the water, and it's usually murky water. This is why I want you to pay attention, because it's usually in the dark, right? And it's in this water that's usually like murky, because it's like where mosquito larvae also put their eggs. They put their eggs more in still water, not water that can move, right? Um, so dragonflies go through hard times. Let's put it that way. They be in the dark. They're in things that don't necessarily um, nourish them well. Like, it's not like really good stuff. But then, what happens is, thank you so much. I really don't do relationship, and I really don't do relationship readings. But I need you to understand this about you, because this is dragonfly energy. Is that was a workout, because when a dragonfly finally makes it out of the water, it could be 5 months, it could be 5 years. That's the other interesting thing about it, is there's no set gestation time. So think about this in terms of relationship. It can be short or it can be long. But all that work they put in at that end, they build up to the point that when they get in the air, right? When they actually start flying, they're the only insect that can go forward, backwards, diagonal. Like, they can go in any direction, any direction. And they are one of the fastest insects. because of the hardship they went through, because of having to navigate the water. And they would kill the mosquitoes in the water. And then when they came on land, they are the best hunters of mosquitoes on land, right? So whenever you see dragonflies, they doing the Lord's work. Trust me. Okay. So that's what I'm getting here is dragonfly energy, because dragonflies are also the only bug that can just like hover, like one of the only bugs that can just hover and then take off. And that's where you are, right? So you're rising above the murkiness. You're rising out of all that darkness and all the things where you couldn't actually see. But while you were in there, you were building up strength. You were building up the ability to do the impossible. You were building up speed and quickness, right? Because I don't know if you see yourself this way, but I think you need to start seeing yourself this way in a little bit. But I also feel like this is kind of what went wrong too. So you tend to put, oh, yes, you tend to put a lot of emphasis on your body. Am I right? Is what I'm getting right? Okay. So you tend to put a lot of emphasis on your body, but in a way too, it feels like that's also what you're using to do your own hunting, right? Like that's how you're trying to attract this person to you. And what you attract is surface level, right? Um, even though what you give is not. So so it's like they come to you for the surface level stuff, and then when they see the depths of you, um, I'm feeling possessive, right? I'm feeling possessive. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm feeling possessive, like they become possessive of you. Does that make sense? Um, this guy, the other guy that I feel coming, is not so much possession. Yes. Okay. So this guy that's coming is not so much possession as it is like lion to lioness, because that's what I get. I get like lion energy with him. So it's more like lion to lioness. It's more like partnership. It's more like there's power there, but it's a power that is smexy. I don't know if I can say the real word on here. Um, it's the energy that feeds into you and builds you up too. It's the energy. It like if you think about like Eve, right? The rapper Eve. When you see her out with her man or whatever, the look he be giving her is like mine. You know, it's the same thing with Harry and Meghan. The look he be giving her is like mine. But that's that confidence energy, that lion energy, and not the stray dog that you fed one time and now feels like he belongs to you. Okay, so I'm not telling you to not own your body, because that's definitely not the answer here. Um, but it's I need you to see the power of your body, not in feeding more stray dogs, but in being the lioness, um, who is protected, and you also would protect him, right? Because the lioness also protects him. He'll provide for you, and you'll also provide for him. So that's going to be a power dynamic is what I see coming. So you need to be resting more in your feminine power. Um, you need to be exuding more of the energy that says you don't even have a shot. So why are you trying? You know what I mean? Um, and it's not so much about cutting people down. It's more of like, why would you ever think I would? Type of energy. Like, you're not my lion. You're not Lion King. You're not him. You get what I mean? because you will recognize him when you see him. Does that make sense? And so, like I said, this card, when it popped up, it was like, you are so lucky. I don't want revenge. Hey, good morning. And that's a good place for you to be. Okay? That's a good place for you to be because that's too much of your energy already vampired. Because, like I said, it feels like a vampire. Because this is what I got here was Oshun of shame and regret. So, in one place, on one level, I feel like some of it belongs to you, but on another level, um, I feel like it doesn't. Like some belongs to them. Um, mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't feel like it's yours. There might be a little bit like, dang, I really went for this, but or like, dang, you weren't what I thought you were gonna be. That's actually more of what it was. But this here is not, it's not yours, right? It's not yours, which is why you don't need to be getting revenge, um, because like it's a vampire, and if you look at this face, right? If you look at this face, the vampire energy, like the deadlessness, the soul, like just missing, the darkness, the like trying to cover themselves in value and they don't have value, like that's what it, or it's just not that kind of value. And yet you were still sitting there trying to like this. Nope. I'm sorry. I don't do pregnancy or relationship. But like this is you trying to give that person value. Like what? No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Um, and this is the part where I said that your ancestor stepped in and was like, hell no, because this is the Oshun of self-destruction. And so if you allowed that person back in, this is where y'all will be ending. Um, with you coming down because they would make sure this time to break you, which is interesting. So, no, we're not going to be dealing with them because what's going to happen at the end is this. All right. So, this is Oshun the Creatrix. So, that's creativity, artist expression, and breakthrough. So, what you need to be doing is living your life. You need to be filling your life um, with joy, with love, with creativity, with fun. I hear music, like just going out to a lounge, um, and vibing to the music. I feel like that's where he's gonna be. Like he's in those spaces and places, but you're not going there for him. You're going there for you. Because when you fill yourself up with more of this stuff, this the joy you feel internally, the love you feel internally, as well as the outside package, that is going to bring the lion. Okay. And as far as the vampire, uh, keep your boundaries. They will eventually find someone else to suck dry, to drain their energy. um, don't entertain it. Don't give it energy. Give yourself more energy than that. Does that make sense? I hope that was clear. Because if and that makes sense now. Because in the beginning I heard get ready. So get ready, child. Good. I'm so happy it did. All right. So Mariam. What was your question, Mariam? That'd be. Oh, you're just in time, child. What was your question? I didn't skip you, Deja. You right after Bad B. A general. What would they like you to know? Hey y'all. I'm actually ending after Deja because I have been on for 2 hours. But I will be on later tonight. I get on at midnight. I like to get all the clog out. Everybody who goes live between 7 and 10, I like to avoid all that. And hopefully avoid some of these trolls because that was terrible. All right. So just so y'all know, I do have a goal up there. That goal I'm trying to meet. If y'all could help me out with that, that would be fantastic. Um, let's see. We can like it. Oop, girl, this needed you. Okay. I hope you saw how fast this thing came out. This thing just like flew out. Thank y'all for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. And thank y'all so much for the likes. Because what? We're at 15K. Ah! Thank you. When I tell you this thing flew out for you, like it said, I'm here. So here it is. So this is your card that just came out, right? And so this is Oshun Healing Sage. Okay, 14. All right. So let's look at it upright. Ooh, I love this card. I don't know why I couldn't see it before, but I love this card. Okay, so this card right here, bro, look how beautiful. Oh my God. I'm trying to see if I can. Do you see how beautiful that card is? Whew, I love it. Okay, so this card is Restoration, Compassion, and Wounded Healer. Okay. Did my phone die? I know you ain't die. Hold on. It did. Wait, do I even need light right now? Because it's like 9:30. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me open this light up. I do not do relationship readings. I just happened to have one last time because the universe needed to tell her somebody coming. Get ready. Okay, hold on. Let me. Oh, jeez. I don't like light, so my curtains are like dark and closed. Is that enough light? I think that's enough light. Is that enough light? There we go. And then I'm ending after Deja. So I have one more after this. Perfect. Thank you. This is how you know, like, it is like morning. It is 9 freaking 30. Oh, snap. Did you see that one? Okay. You got the Ocean of Miracles. Hold on. And that one's upside down for you. What else you got in here then? You got Healing Sage, Restoration, Compassion. And the Miracles card says Divine Synchronicity, Unexpected Blessings, and Hope. What do we got going on here? What do we got going on here? All right, I'm sorry. I heard like 2 songs at once. Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what this. No, you don't. She's not getting a full reading. Sorry. If y'all need a full reading, you know where to go. But hold on. Sorry, I have this phone in like a really weird place. I'm like, okay. Let me see. Jumped out. Gives me mother energy. Perfect. All day today. All right. All that's on my feed has been reading today, so you got lucky. Yes, and you're patient. So I appreciate you because I don't do like those other people do. You got another one, child. You got some energy jumping. Ooh, and I see a lot of green. Okay, growth, healing. Okay, I see you. Okay. Ooh, yes. 1, 4, 3. I love you. Okay, so you getting a spiritual nod of love from the other side, right quick. 1, 4, 3, and then, yep, sure enough. Okay, so I feel the love. I feel the love. Can you feel? So I'm sorry. The third card that just popped out was Oshun of the Soil, which is grounding, stability, and nurturing. So we're gonna see. Where are we going with this though? What's the story? Give me this thing. Mariam, 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 Mariam. Mariam, Mariam. Which one is it? Mariam, Mariam. So which one is it? Is it one of those or is it another one? Arabic and English. But is it Mariam? Which one is it? I'm a former teacher, so I like to get people's names right. No, you don't. They keep trying to give you a whole reading. That's not happening. Okay. What is the put a punctuation on this? I'm trying to see where we're going with this. Where are we going with this? Thank y'all so much for the likes and loves. I appreciate it. Now, I do not do relationship readings, but also I am ending after the next person, which would be Deja. But I will be back on at midnight. And I'm telling you so that I'll remember to do it. I'll be back on at midnight. I don't know if I'll be reading with these beauties, but they chose to be here. I don't know if I have the shopping cart. If I don't, I do have this in my showcase, but I'm reading from the Faces of Oshun Oracle. And again, if you're watching from a different platform, I will be updating the description with these cards. Okay, there we go. Interesting. All right, so I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm gonna say it. This is what popped up first. Is from Moana. The song Hello. Hey, Dustin. I don't do relationship stuff, but okay. So, what's it? The You're Welcome song. So, what can I say except you're welcome? I keep hearing that for you. So, you're welcome. Whatever that is, we'll circle back and see if that how that ties in, if it ties in. Okay. So we're looking at a story here. I don't do romance, guys. I don't do relationships. I don't do pregnancy. Sorry, y'all. I'm sure there's somebody online right now who will. But that's just not my energy. This is like, honestly, this one is like a lot of magic. By magic, it's just a simple word of what I'm using. Okay, what's the message? All right, so this feels like the word of that's like really jumping out for me here on this card is restoration. It kind of feels like you're coming from a season of loss. Yeah, it's feeling like you're coming off of a season of loss. And I'm feeling also like you either had to lean on community, um, because this gives a generational type of thing right here. So I'm not sure if it's family community or if it's like a sisterhood type of community. Um, hey y'all, it feels like you just had a period of silence. Um, Let me know if this is resonating because I'm getting like I'm feeling breakthrough. I'm feeling like being in, and it's funny because they're bringing this back to me. This is something I spoke of, but I'm feeling like being in a dark place, right? The way that I'm seeing it as underground. Um, like how a seed is planted in a ground and it has to grow and go through things for things to happen. Um, so it feels like there was some loss, some hard times, some I don't know how I'm gonna make it. It feels like also sometimes the question was I don't know if I want to make it, right? Is this resonating for you or am I picking up somebody else? But it's like you needed community. I feel like you needed community. So, okay. So it's like either coming back home to family or, I mean, I do feel like ancestrally you were surrounded, right? I'm feeling like ancestrally you were, like, I feel arms around you, really. I really do. And if you see, like in the picture, it's not there, but I'm feeling like there were arms around you. Like, oh gosh, oh, I'm getting goosebumps and tears. Um, I feel like like the times are really, really, really hard, right? Um, but they had their arms around you. Oh Lord, whew, hold on, somebody's t-shirt. Okay, so okay, I feel that like a lot. I feel that a lot. I feel it a lot. I feel it a lot. I feel like there's just moments of like not knowing which way was up, not knowing which way was down, not knowing where to go, what was the next step, um, how do I get out of this? Why is nothing working? Um, but it really feels like they had their arms around you. They had their arms around you. I don't know if you felt it, if you felt the presence of. It feels like on one hand ancestral and also your I don't want to say spirit team because it feels like somebody else's terminology, but your I guess I'll just use it like your spirit team, your people. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, jeez. There was a So, as I said, I'm feeling that for you. Let me know if that resonates real quick while your girl is working on this. Okay. Hi. Hello, people. Are we back? Okay, we had a little snafu. And then, of course, my people will cut the grass right now. That's why I was trying to move the mic closer. I was trying to move my mic closer so that I didn't hear the sound of grass. But, okay. Okay. All right, Madiam. So I'm letting you know because I see them. Um, they were there. You had arms around you. So I get it. But just know you weren't alone. Why am I feeling a grandmother? That's what I said. It feels a mix of ancestral, but also um, angels. Angels. Like you had the guardian. Okay, that's why. Um, because it was so dark that you had to get the big dogs, right? So the big dogs had to come and help out a little bit, you know. Um, and so you got like a little, what's the word? Like you get just enough hope here, just enough hope there. Happy Friday. So you would get like just enough to water the seed a little bit, just enough to water the seed a little bit. Um, while that is true, I'm not making money. I don't, just not. Okay. But anyway, um, so that's what that feels like. So I guess this is your past and actually like where you're sitting in is in this healing, this healing part of life is those hardships that you went through. See, it just said 222. So those hardships that you went through, you're coming out of. And things are being restored and things are being healed. Um, so that's like the thing that I got. And then, but you never stop giving, right? So it's the wounded healer. So you never stop giving, you never stop pouring, you never stop being present for other people. Um, but I want you to know, like, you weren't alone. You were being guided and helped also. So then you got this card here, the Ocean of Miracles, but you got it like this, though. You got it like this. You got it on the uppity upside down. So, Ocean of Miracles, again, is divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, and hope. Um, this is your struggle right now. I feel um, from this that your biggest struggle is hope. Your biggest struggle right now is believing that you can take one step forward and then you can take another step forward and then you can take another step forward. In other words, it's not one step forward, two steps back. And what I'm going to tell you about this, because of what this is this is also going to be about the life you speak over yourself, right? You speak over people, you pour into people, you smile at people, you give them a good word. Somebody comes in and you have a smile for them. This is saying, pour into you. Those same words you give someone else that you believe, you have to give to you and believe. Okay? You've got to have that hope. Good morning. You've got to have that hope for yourself. You've got to start retraining yourself to have hope because it's good. Like it's literally good going forward. And you have to believe that for yourself. Is that making sense? Is that resonating at all for you? I'm so sorry, Chelsea. I'm actually going to be going off after I meet with Deja in a second, but I will be back at midnight. Okay, perfect. So, all right, you said yes, definitely. So, this is your work. This is your work right now. This is your work today. This is the message for you. Is yeah. Okay, so the song makes sense then. I need to know. Did you have plans to leave? Like, did you have like light plans to leave? Like, I'd be better off not here. Maybe you didn't have a date set or something, but like you had planish to leave. Um, okay. Uh, so that ties into the "You're Welcome" song because it's like your your people work overtime. You keep them on their toes. Like they work overtime. Okay, so you got your homework to do because they work overtime for you. Thank you. Um, yeah. So that did feel like past. Like you're welcome. That felt like past. So you got a lot of work to do, and that work is to rebuild your hope. That work is to rebuild your faith in that you deserve the good things now. You deserve to live without the fear. You've been afraid for so long. You deserve to live without the fear. You deserve to know that um, I feel like you deserve to. I'm going to say it how I'm getting it. You deserve to know that when you come home, there's nobody waiting there to hurt you. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, was there a domestic situation or something about growing up? But home is safe. Um, that's what you deserve to have, is that home is safe. And I will tell you, it is possible for that to be true for you. Okay? Okay, perfect. Not perfect that you actually experienced that, but perfect that it is making sense. Okay. Um, so, yeah, yeah. Okay. So then that means this. So if you're doing that work, this is what they're doing. Um, so they're doing the work of Oshun, the soil, right? So, oh yeah, okay. So like I was telling you, like it feels like, when your seed planted and you don't know which way is up, you don't know which way is down. All you know is the darkness. All you know is it's a little hot up in here, like all you know is you're a little parched, you're a little thirsty, you need some blessings, you need some rain. All you know is, wait, I'm drowning too much. Like I need to breathe. And then so then you're like breaking through and stuff. So the work that they're doing and you're doing, it's going to be both at the same time, is Oshun of the soil, and that is the grounding, right? That's grounding, that's stability, and then that's nurturing. So this is like a as above, so below type of thing. So if you see her, she's like sitting in peace and she is like balancing out. She is meditating. She is surrendering. She is surrendering. They're asking you to be in a season of surrender. They're asking you to to open your hands, to let go of the tightness, of the fear, of the imprisonment that you're doing to yourself. Um, Again, it was protection. Now it's just prison. It's open your hands. It's go literally touch grass. Like go and ground, go and take a picnic with yourself and just go sit in the grass and listen to the birds. And of course, you can use a blanket or something. It's not losing control. This is what I want you to know. Because she's not out of control. You see that? She's not out of control. But the more you try to control things, the more things don't go your way. The more you'll never be able to relax. Because there are such things as Bob Ross calls happy accidents. So it might feel like, oh my God. Like, okay, every time I go to a different country or different city, I get lost. And let me tell you, getting lost feels scary sometimes, especially when you're somewhere where maybe you don't speak the language or whatever, right? But you find the most beautiful things and you have the most beautiful experience when you go somewhere you have never dared to go, when you end up somewhere that was never even on your radar. I remember being in London. This is a long time ago. I haven't taken a trip in a while. But I was in London with some students because I was a teacher, like I said, and we did a European trip. And before anybody get jealous, teachers get to go free if they have a certain number of students because basically it's them getting paid to watch the kids, right? So we went to London. I got lost. But then we ended up in this other part of London that wasn't for tourists. And then we saw a Starbucks and we stopped in this Starbucks. And in this Starbucks, okay, I'm going to have a fat girl moment, right? So in this Starbucks was a triple chocolate cupcake. It was Belgian chocolate. So it was dark chocolate spirals, milk chocolate cupcake, white chocolate topping. But it was Belgian chocolate. Like we were in London, so this is the real stuff, not this American stuff. That's not real chocolate. And the first bite of that cupcake, I like got transported. It was like Ratatouille or something, you know? So I was like, oh my God. This was 2007. We damn near almost 20 years later. One, I never found that cupcake again in Naya Starbucks I ever walked into. Two, I never found that cupcake again. And I have been looking for it for over 20 years, almost, right? So in other words, I got to have a once in a lifetime experience getting lost because it was not something I expected, right? And I've had a lot of once in a lifetime experiences that I wish I could have again. But I've had a lot of negative experiences I wish I could not have again. And what I will say about those negative experiences is that we really do attract them when they're telling the same story over and over and over again on loop, right? Financial issues, same story, same story, same story. And you got to ask yourself, what am I here to learn? Like literally, what do I learn so I don't have to take this test again? Okay, let me pass this quiz already. I've studied, right? And so, like, when you find yourself going through these loops over and over and over again, you got to do something different. And doing something different means opening your hands and letting go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because trust me, she's aware of her surroundings. Okay? But she is allowing herself to meditate. So maybe that's where you have to start with meditation, right? Put on a guided meditation or just put on some rain music or something and just allow yourself 5 minutes of letting go. And I'm going to tell you, this might be hard because sometimes it's hard for me where I will be like trying to keep a lookout. So get yourself in a space where you don't have to be like looking out all over the place. Thank you so much. So, so my suggestion to you is don't think about it as losing control. Think of it as receiving help, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to help you balance. They're trying to connect with you. They're trying to actually right you, like put you in some stability. And the best way to do that is to stop thinking you're the only one who is doing this. You have help. Okay? You have help. You have ancestral help and you have angel help. So tap in. Tap in. Go talk to them. Okay? Because that brings me to this one. All right? Okay. I'm glad you're listening because this is important. And so here we have another shadow here for you to be dealing with and working with. And this is Oshun, the Magi, right? Magi, magician. So if we look at her right up, okay, look at this elder woman. That's wisdom all over it, right? And it says alchemy. Now, I don't know if you know about alchemy, but alchemy is taking something that don't look like nothing you're trying to turn it into, quote unquote, lead into gold, taking something that's not as valuable and turning it into something quite valuable. I'm going to suggest a book for you if you've never read it. And I like listening to the audio, but I will tell you, like, the first couple chapters are a little slow, a little slow. You can read it yourself too. That might speed it up a little bit. But one of my favorite books is by Paulo Coelho, and it is called The Alchemist. I think you should read that book. You can listen to it on audio, or you should read that book. There are so many messages in there. Um, just so many messages. Like every time I read the book, it's a whole different message. I think you should read it. But anyway, so Oshun the Magi is about alchemy. It's about taking something that doesn't seem valuable and flipping it into something of value. And I will tell you, even though you got this in the shadow, this is about the fact that you don't recognize you could do that. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Um, Paulo Coelho is amazing. But anyway, what you're missing is the fact that you do have the magic. And I'm using magic, but it doesn't feel like the right word. Um, but that you have the gifts and the ability to um, to create the life that you're actually wanting and looking for. This is also about transformation and change. This is what you're being asked to do. So, yes, you are going through, you have come through some hard times. You're in a space of healing and restoration. But I also need you to understand, because you're not understanding it yet, is hope is magic. Hope helps you transform things from impossible to possible. This is what you need to remember. You are the magic. You are the gift. You've always been the gift. And it doesn't matter how you came into this being, what family you came through, what relationships had to shape you, you still get to remain the gift. You are the gift. But the fact that you are the gift are the two shadows you need to be working on. Is this making sense for you? Because I'm hearing some real powerful stuff. Okay. You said I paused. I don't know where I paused, but the whole point of it is that your two shadows of this little 4 card reading we just did, your two shadows are the fact that you are a magical person. I'm using magical. That's not what I'm talking about. You are a gifted person. You are anointed. You have a calling. You have so much purpose over your life. So much purpose over your life. And the fact that you're still here speaks to that, right? So we have to understand that part. As long as you have breath, you have purpose. That's just how it works. And so, in that, you need to reconnect to your spirit. You need to reconnect to your magical self, your being, your inner light, all that, whatever you call it, so that you can rekindle yours. And hope is the magic that gets you there. Hope is, again, what transforms the impossible into the possible. You are that, okay? And I think you're missing that about yourself. But I think you're also learning that about yourself too. And I hope you're really learning that about yourself. But if you haven't, that's what I'm hearing from you, is that hearing for you. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get into that because that's a deeper reading. You could try coming back at midnight and we can see here. Um, but this is what I'm telling you though, is that this is where you're going to find your answer. You have to reconnect. You have to reconnect. So again, try the meditation. Try different ones until you find something you can do. Even if the meditation is something as simple as starting off with just breathing, right? And I know that seems so ridiculous because for me, like meditation is so hard and whatever. But even just breathing, like paying attention to your breath, that helps you have mindfulness. And that's one of the things you need to do. And I will tell you that from there, you're going to start hearing messages. You're going to start receiving. Journaling would be good for you too, because that might be a safer way to receive so that you remember. And I want you, did you grow up in a religion? I feel like you grew up in a religion. Or you created one for yourself, so to speak. Meaning, like, even if you didn't go to church or anything, you started creating like these rules and strictures for yourself or something, or Catholic school. I don't know. I feel like there was a religion in there. Okay. I feel like there was a religion in there that was like, you don't question God, and like stuff like that. And so I need to tell you that God can take it. Okay. In other words, you can go to him if that's what you believe. And you can rant and you can rave and you can cry and you can curse and you can ask why. And then just know God can take it. Because you've got to unfill your cup. You keep, okay, I feel this. You keep burying stuff down, and that's just going to bubble up and explode again, all over again. You don't need that. You got to start unfilling your cup. So even just the journaling would help. And and it's so funny because it just made me remember the journal I made that was about forgiveness. And I don't have it here to show you, but the message I got for you is start forgiving yourself. That's what needs to happen. Start forgiving yourself. Forgiving other people, that belongs to their judgment. You got to forgive you for trusting, for not saying something, for being angry at yourself. You have to trust you and you have to forgive you. And that's how you're going to get there. So you got some homework. And that is to remember that you have the magic and you do have a purpose. And the reason you're just feeling stagnant right now is because you are detached, unplugged. And that's what you got to do, is you got to plug back in. Does that make sense? I hope that helped you. All right. I really hope that helped you. Let me know. But as far as like what's your purpose, I don't want to go deeper because that's a whole other reading. And I'm going to do Deja, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I don't think I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to just go and go get my medicine. Girl, listen, we were meant to cross paths this morning because Lord knows I was supposed to go live at midnight, and I did not. I waited till 7:30. I'm so glad to help you. I really am. All right, Deja. What were you saying you need? What's your question? All right, we're on 20%, so you are for sure my last reading. Deja, what's your question? Hey, girl. You have a great rest of your morning. Love it. Okay, general. Y'all keep coming to me with these general questions. Y'all don't have questions? All right. Deja. Ooh, Lord, I feel like I was going to cross-eyed for a second. Hold on. Deja. What do you have to say to Deja? All right, Deja. Where your people at? All right, y'all. Thank y'all for popping in and coming in and all that stuff. I am actually getting off after this, but I will be back at midnight. Oop, there we go. Listen, you got the same darn card. I know you saw me shuffle. This card wanted you. I think it was the third time this card came out, right? I got 78 cards. This is the third time this card came out. It says Oshun manifesting birth. So manifestation, intention, abundance. So we're going to look at her again in all her beauty. Look at that. Look at that belly. This is the card I got that said go live. So I was like, okay, fine. You know it's 7 o'clock, right? So obviously I have people to meet today. Hello, Amanda. Thank you. So you see that? This is your card. Except it's a shadow. Boom. So let's find out about it. Oh, what is that about? Why isn't she manifesting intentionally her own abundance? Let's see. What is she waiting for? What is that about? I know that's not about babies. That'd be too on the nose, won't it? No, you don't. There's too many cards. Deja, what do we have to say? What's happening? Oh, Jesus. You got jumpers. Oh, okay. We haven't seen you. So this is Oshun of Mother's Milk. So that's nurturing, harvest, and prosperity. Nurturing, harvest, and prosperity. All right, what story are we telling? Hey, y'all. So I'm actually getting off. But even when I return at midnight, I will not be doing relationships. I don't do relationships. All right. But y'all know there are so many readers who do relationships, and they like to do even the messy ones. So I don't do that. No, we don't. Y'all really trying to give this girl a whole reading. Come on now. Help me out. Okay. Because this is like two different things. One is, are there kids? Hold on. Because you got this card first, right? And then you got that card second. So that's weird. All right, let's see what the story is. What's the story? Help me out, because these are... Oh, okay, so I just heard, where have you been? Where have you been? What is that about? Okay, Miss Asia, I heard, where have you been? So we'll circle back to that and see what happens. If that's a message, where have you been? They didn't sound happy. It was more like, if you got like an attitude, like, where have you been? It's almost like that, but it's like, where have you been? Where have you been? It's kind of like how I heard it. Like, where have you been? Let me see. I don't do relationships, and I definitely don't do messy ones. Okay, y'all? Where have you been? All right. Where have you been? Isn't that a song? Where have you been? Help me out, y'all. What else is it? No. Okay. I was going to say, do I count that one? But it was like, nah. If it was meant to be, it'll be. Help me out. Where have you been? What's the story? You got her. Okay. Is there... Okay, there's one more. Hold on. Where have you been? Hi, Gracie. we don't do relationships on this channel unless they force their way out of here. Do I count that? No. No? Okay. I think I just dropped that, not that it popped out. Where have you been? 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 That feels like parent energy. Where have you been? Where have you been? Why am I hearing that? It's not a diva thing. I just don't do them. Energy changes, and people have, free will. So, where have you been? All right, tell me, what are we doing? What are we doing? Wrap this story up. Am I going to find it afterwards? Okay. Let's start talking, and then I guess I'll find it afterwards. Hi, Rita. I'm actually doing my last reading. I've been at this for 2 hours and 50 minutes, so I'm actually stopping. All right, so you have 3 cards. 3 cards right now. I feel like there's a 4th one, but we'll see at the end of the reading. Okay. So you have, as I said, you have Oshun manifesting birth, and that's in the reverse. You have Oshun of mother's milk. Then you have, did this come out in reverse? No, it didn't. Then you have Oshun the Magi, which we just looked at, right, in the other reading. So I'm trying to see what your story here is. Why are you saying, where have you been? All right, let's see. Deja. Okay. I just heard it's going to be all right. Trust yourself. Okay, this is a female who's talking. It's going to be all right. Trust yourself. It'll be better in the morning. Okay. Girl, I'm so sorry. I just heard it'll be better in the morning. All right. Trust yourself. Okay. All right. Is that all? Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting. All right. So I want to tell you that love's not over for you. I don't mean the relationship that you just came out of. I mean what's coming for you. So, yeah. So I'm getting like love's not over for you. Okay. Jakia, I'm actually getting off after talking to Deja. Let this one go. Okay. So love's not over for you. Let this one go. And I also got the same thing for you of open your hands. Open your hands. Let this one go. Open your hands. Let this one go. Throw out what you have. You got something of his. Throw it out. like my chest is hurting, and I felt very strongly that there's an energy around his stuff. Um, yeah. Mm-mm. There's an energy around his stuff. There's a, like I felt urgency for you to throw out what you still have. So, in other words, if he won't pick it up, have Goodwill come get it. Okay? And this needs to happen in, I was going to say the boy name, I can't remember his name, T.I. expeditiously. Okay? Don't smell nothing. Don't put it on. Throw out his stuff. Okay? So, yeah. And to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Throw it out. You do not need. Girl, they tell it on you. They are telling on you. Um, no breakup. None of that. None of that. None of that. Because it feels like there will be a result you don't want. None of that. Okay? So none of, to the left, like, don't even open the door. Don't open the door. Because if you open the door, you're going to be opening the door. None of that. Do you understand? Do you understand? I'm going to wait for you to answer before we get into this. Okay. Mm-mm. All right. Mm-mm. 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 Okay. Because we don't want this. Mm-mm. We don't want that. Mm-mm. This needs to be about your life, your projects, your moving forward, your manifestation, not reality. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, but and. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but and. Now, I will say what's not being ruled out, but I don't need you holding on to hope for this because you need to be in a space of doing some work and some healing. Um, but I will say there's not a period on this. Okay. Meaning, I don't want to say it because I don't want you to hope for it. Okay. Are we going to? I don't want you to hope for it because I don't have a time frame here. But there is a possibility, and it feels like a very, very, very strong possibility that there will be an act two to this story. Yeah, so there's a very strong possibility there will be an act two to this story, but it is going to only be if you want it to actually work. It is going to require you to move as if there isn't. Okay. And I don't mean rush into another relationship. Nope. I don't see that for you right now. Okay. Exactly. You have to do you. That's what this here is. Because, um, like you said, it's fresh. Okay. So this feels like state of mind right now. So this feels that you aren't doing you. Okay. I don't mean to make you cry again. Remember what they said? They said it'll be better in the morning. Okay. It'll be better in the morning. So, um, they didn't say which morning, but it'll be better in the morning. Okay. It will be. I promise you, it will be. But what I want you to know is that you have, this is your homework. It's upside down. So here's your homework. Your homework is get a vision for you. Okay. Get a vision for you. Get pregnant with an idea for you. Okay? You need to set an intention for your life as if he doesn't exist in it anymore. All right? That's really, really important that you go, what does Deja want? It's really, really important that you go, what does Deja have to do to get what Deja wants? Okay? So it's really important for you to set goals. Is it a certain program? I feel like school. I'm feeling school. Why am I feeling school? Are you are you thinking of a degree? Okay, college. Okay. Um hmm, marketing? Nursing? Marketing. Okay. Um Let me tell you this. Um Make sure your vision is yours. Okay? Good morning, Christy. Make sure your vision is what you want. Make sure that what you want is not as a result of what someone else has told you. Um, because I'm actually hearing business school for you. Advertising and marketing. I don't know why. Um, I just don't feel like you're doing nursing for you. I really don't. Are you? I don't feel like you're doing it for you. I'm feeling internet, social media, uh, digital marketing. Like I'm feeling marketing for you, which is completely different from nursing. Um, but don't take my word for it. Again, it's very important that you get a vision. Thank y'all so much. Um, Good morning. You're a CNA now. All you can think about is being a nurse. Um, um, mm, I am feeling something completely different for you. I'm trying to shake it, but the second card that I'm getting for you, like I said, is Oshun. Um, Sorry, hold on. So, hey, Chrissy. I'm gonna be back on at midnight. I haven't slept yet, so I'm actually getting off after talking to Deja. Uh, I don't know. Maybe that's gonna be your master's or something because I did hear MBA just now. Um, so maybe you'll do nursing and then do a master's in marketing. Because I do feel like medicine, all this stuff does go hand in hand. But um, I'm really, really strongly feeling business school for you. Anyway, um, I'll get off of that because, like I said, you get a vision, you go for it. So then you get, like I said, you're getting Oshun of mother's milk. And so that's nurturing, harvest, prosperity. So, I mean, I can see how that would be nursing, but that's not what I'm getting. Nurturing harvest. I need you to tell me what that means. Hold on. Nurturing harvest. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the card. I see deer. I see sunflowers. I see rabbit that look like deer, I guess. I don't know. I see a baby suckling from its mom. I see a Titanic necklace. That's what I'm gonna call it. I see an overflow. There. Okay. Okay. There's the word overflow. That's what I'm looking for. All right. But what does that mean? No full readings. Just give me the card. Help me clarify mother's milk. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Oh. No, I don't think that. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. No. No full readings. Let me just get one more thing here. I think I know what. Okay, I think I know what I'm coming into. Coming into. I just read that because of you, Becky. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that because I'm actually going to get off as soon as I'm done with Deja. So I'm just going to focus on her for a little bit here. Hold on. This feels foreign. This feels foreign. I'm talking about the cards. They feel foreign in my hand after holding all these big cards. Okay, actually, let me look up what that means. So the card that fell out for you is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So wait a second. I want to make sure I'm thinking of something correctly. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones met, celebrated. Okay, but in the shadow, it is work on your relationship with work, can indicate material success while feeling alone, a workaholic. See, this feels like it's coming back to what you're going to study. The realization that money alone will never be enough. Is that why you're trying to do nursing? Is it about money? Because I know CNAs don't get paid like a lot. Is that what it is? I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. Nope. She got to focus on her. We are not doing the kissing booth over here. We're not doing the guys I've loved before over here. Nope. We're going to focus on ourselves. Okay. Ah, 10 seconds. I mean, 10. Am I taking this? No. Yes? No. I feel like I was supposed to. Okay. Bruh, you just have so many jumpers and I can't. Okay, just give me one more card to explain this. Just one more. One more, please. Just one more. Do not give me like 50 million cards. Just one more. about this. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so these are the two cards that are. It's all right, babe. That is kind of what's happening. So hold on. So with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles says you may be working too hard and not seeing enough in return. Okay. Examine feelings of self-worth and look at your energy balance in and out. The rewards must always equal your energy. Okay. But, and it's interesting that says that because then we are dealing with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, I know what I'm thinking, but I want to see what they say. Okay. So the Two of Cups, romantic partners, soulmates, friendships, connected hearts, passion, kindred spirits, joyful connection, and cooperation. I told you I was not going to say this. And it still came out anyway. Okay, so this perfect pairing of matched souls has the potential to develop into the magical, intoxicating entanglement of twin flames, or the merging of paths that will forever be united or changed as a result. If you are single, look for the arrival of a profoundly passionate and devoted lover. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I said I wasn't going to say this. All right. So, listen, babe. I don't want you focusing on him. I'm going to say that one more time. But there will be a meeting later down the road, okay? But I don't want you focusing on him. All right? Like, I don't. I don't want you getting hurt when he does try to meet someone else or what have you. Because this is part of the growing up part, right? This is part of the now I know what I want part. So this is part of all of that, okay? So yes, that is part of it. As you see, there is a meeting, there's a hand holding, there's a creation of a life together later. 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 Okay. I'm gonna tell you that again. Later. All right, so we're gonna put that out of there. Okay. It's funny because I already heard to say it and I said I'm not gonna say it. I don't. You heard me. I was like, I don't want this to be the kissing booth. I don't want this to be to the guys I loved before, because yeah, they were too focused on him, right? So you need to focus on you. So the other thing of this is you also don't need to be focusing on staying in a place that you've been just because you put a lot of time in it. Okay. So I am going to ask you, and this is just me asking, you don't have to do it. I am going to ask you to consider other options, not just becoming a nurse because you're a CNA and that just seems like a normal path, because it is the normal path. But there are lots of people who are miserable in jobs that just did it because they put time in, right? And one thing that I know, you're young, so you're going to learn this, is when you are in the wrong place and you continue to be in the wrong place, that will eventually wear on you. It will wear on you mentally, it will wear on you physically, it will wear on you emotionally. Okay? And it will start to rob you. So it will start to rob you of who you are, right? And then you'll have to figure that part out later. So I don't want you doing things just for the money. Money's possible to make, especially when you're young, right? It's very possible to make. I do want you to consider other avenues, right? I want you to consider another avenue. So when you go to school, take a business class. You don't have to change major yet, but take a business class as an elective, you know? Um, like, I really suggest you do that. I suggest you go, what else might I possibly be interested in? And try different things. Okay. So, like, for instance, when I was in college, I took a theater class. I wanted to. It counted towards my minor. So, hey, I took Spanish as a minor. I ended up going to Spain for 6 weeks to study and study abroad. It was an experience. Um, you know, I did a business class and I realized, you know what? I actually do like business, but now I'm too stuck in my major, so I'm not changing. All right. So, what was another class I did? Like, I don't remember, but I tried different things. And so, what I'm going to ask you is that you do not lock yourself in something. Um, I'm going to say unless, but I still don't. The energy I'm getting from you is that it's not. It has to, like, it really has to be a passion. Like, it, not just a passion, but also a calling. Like, both of those things have to meet for those type of jobs. You know, like I said, I used to be a teacher. So you got to have passion, you have calling. And if you only have one, it runs out. It just does. Um, so, and then, like I said, if you stay too long, you start hurting yourself. And that does happen. So, Um, while, yes, in some respects, this does talk about your relationship with your mother, that is one level of it. You know, okay. So I just heard allow yourself to be nurtured. Even if it's not necessarily with your mom, but I feel like it could be with your mom. Like, you could um, listen, like, hey, mom, I need help with this, you know? So there is that one level that it could be with that possibility is allowing someone to nurture you. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be completely independent. Like, that's not where you are right now because that's not where life really is, right? Um, that's just not how life actually is. And I don't know who says that it has to be that way, but that's really not the way life is supposed to be. Um, you're supposed to be taking in from wisdom if there's wisdom. If it's not your mother, find another person. Like, if you have a grandmother or an aunt or someone who could feed you wisdom. They can't feed you jadedness. They can't come from their sarcasm or whatever. It has to be from wisdom. Okay. And so that's allowing someone to nurture you, allowing someone to pour into you. Um, and learn from it. Like, you don't take everything, like a baby. When they drink from their mom, they still get rid of what they don't need. They poop a lot, they pee a lot. Like, they get rid of all that stuff. So you get rid of what you need, but you keep what you need. I mean, you get rid of what you don't need, you keep what you need, right? So allow someone to pour into you. Um, I don't know. There feels like there's also someone around you, and I don't mean someone living. I mean someone not living. But I don't know if you'll know this person. Because it does feel like an elder. It does feel like grandmother, great grandmother. So I don't know if you would know this person, but they are around you. I was like, I got you, boo. um, but anyway, which is interesting because you got the Magi, right? Oh, Shoot of the Magi. So that's Alchemy. Again, a great book. I suggest you read it. Okay. Um, al- uh, but this is where you are. You are in a point of transformation. You are in a point of going from being a girl into growing into a woman. And I will tell you that is a painful process. It's not an easy process because You only learn through failure. You never learn through success. It's just not possible. Like, if you got something right the first time you got it right, you're going to wonder, what the heck did I do? You know, unless you had it like all written down, you know what I mean? Um, but failure teaches a lot more than success actually does. So, failure is to be embraced on this journey, it is to be welcomed on this journey, and it is to be learned from on this journey. I think it's a psychologist or something who said failure, FAIL, is first attempt in learning. So again, it brings me back to being a child. If you ever watch children, they will fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail, but they will always get back up and keep going. And the reason they can do that, that brings it back to this, is because they have a vision, they have a goal. So when you see a baby crawling and trying to stand and walk, it is because they see an example of standing and walking, right? So even when they bump their head or they fall, they're going, but other people are standing and walking. I want to be standing and walking, right? Or there might be a remote control in front of them. I want that remote control. I need to go get it. So they always have a goal in front of them. That is what, and this is your shadow, because you don't. You don't have a goal in front of you. You're just doing what you think the next step is. And you're being told, and I'm asking you, but what I'm hearing is that you're being told not to do that. You're being told to explore. You're being told not to settle down on one path of your life yet. So, this is about you being nourished, finding the women in your life who can actually pour into you, not give you bitterness, not give you spite, but give you nurturing stuff. Again, for you to get rid of what you don't need, but also you need to understand that this is where you are. You are on the transformation path. Like, you are literally changing as to who you are. Even this heartbreak is going to change you. And the way it changes you is going to be up to you. Do not, I'm hearing this so strongly for you right now. I'm hearing this so strongly for you right now, especially if this is your guy, right? Do not stay the same person. You can't stay the same person because he's going off to school and he's changing. When he gets back, or when you cross paths, or however it goes, you don't need to be the same person. And you don't need to be a negative one either. So you do have to caution yourself as to who you are around. But you need to be different. You need to be actually more you. You need to be more woman, more learned, more experienced, more educated, more sure of what you actually want out of life. So I am hearing very, very strongly, this is your message. I forgot what you got in the beginning, but this is your message. Do not settle in life now, or you will regret it. That is so strong, and I don't feel like it's coming from me. Do not settle in life right now. You will regret it. Try different things. Try different things and grow. I'm going to give you that message. Was there a fourth? I don't think there is, but we're going to see. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. Oop, I was going to say, yeah, that's it. I guess not. So your last shadow is exactly what I'm telling you. And you know what? I felt this. Okay. Are you creative at all? Like, do you? Oh shoot! What am I on? Girl, I got 3%. I have 3%, so I'm gonna hurry this up. Are you creative at all? Because I got her again. Oshun, the creatrix. Okay? Kinda. All right. So there are all different ways to be creative. One, let me tell you that. Because again, she has like a wand, a paintbrush, she has colors, she has creativity with her hair, creativity with her clothes, she has creativity with her space, she has like just different ways to be creative, okay? Hey. Um, so I want you, this is what I'm getting because this is creativity, artistic expression, and breakthrough. Like I said, you are on the precipice of, I mean, you are in transformation. You know, that's just literally what things are. You are changing, but you are alchemizing, meaning going from something um, of some value to going to something of a little bit more value. Exactly, babe. This is exactly what is saying is that this is the time to play, to have fun, to discover, to learn, to become more of you. That's exactly the message. That's exactly the message. All right. So we are done for the day. Did that help you? I hope that helped you. This is the perfect time for you to be working on yourself. And again, strong, strong, strong message. Do not settle. Or you're gonna end up bitter. do not do not settle. You're gonna end up bitter, baby. Do not settle. Okay? That's it, love. I'm so glad that helped you. I didn't even think at 19 to even see somebody about it. But then again, I don't know I had gifts. So, all right, baby. Girl, go have fun. Like, go see the world. Go, you know, even if you get a job right now, like, even if you get like a better job or just find a way to do this, like, take yourself somewhere for a weekend. Like, go see the world. Don't settle down on one path just yet. You're not being called to do that. You are being told to go explore, to learn more about who you are. Don't settle into something. Because when he went, like, and this isn't about him, but when he comes back, he needs to find somebody who's not stuck in the same place. You know what I mean? All right. Love you much. And I feel like I have to tell you that because somebody said to tell you that. So, love you. All right. Um, y'all, I'm at 2%. So, this has been fun. 3 hours and 30 minutes. We're going to call it a day. Okay. Bye bye. I love you. Whoever wanted to give you that, or maybe I'm just giving you that human to human, I love you. All right. Bye, y'all. I need to learn how to cut this thing off quicker. How do I do that?